So since the beginning of 2020, that COVID-19 pandemic, and we have 3 months of locking down, so we cannot go to work. We stay at home, and because of the pandemic, and by the time everybody's struggling to get the face mask because all the face masks run out. Eventually, even the medical field, the nurses, the doctors, they do not have a face mask to protect themselves, so they're vulnerable to battle with the virus, but without any protection. So at the moment, there are so many different ways that people on the internet, the community, try to figure out to use the cloth, use bandana, use any filters and way and layers of protection to get any kind of protection away from the virus. At that moment, there's no argument about you must wear a mask or don't wear a mask. It's overall the community, like, we need to have some kind of protection. So we have some mask mail from the China. They buy the mask like $1 per piece. So they spend like $10,000 to get like 7,000 pieces of mask to the United States. So we share in the local grocery, go to send to the church. They all said, thank you so much to get this mask for us. And for that, and since we're not working, we're just think about how we can make more protection, how we can make more legit protection to for this pandemic, because the first wave of the virus is just like bad, really bad. I witnessed my colleagues severe near death, fever, and my friends he working with the city. His colleague just passed away, die. I witnessed my colleague's granddaddy passed away, and 2 weeks later, his grandmom passed away, and I'm able to join both of the funeral for that. So it really a lot of the panic, a lot of the loss from the pandemic. We think about how we can protect more people with a minimal resource. At the moment, it's not we don't have technology to make the mask or anything. It's just that we cannot make enough in a short time to feed all the need, because usually you barely buy face mask at the time, and but when everybody rushing to get a face mask, and that become a necessary source, even the government they try to claim that mask is not necessary, but behind the layer they try to save the mask for the doctors, for the nurses, for the immediate the care, but that's wrong. Anytime you see some wrong information, even you have a good course, it's still wrong. So they cause future later on the mask mandate about the people really rejected about any mask protection. This even think the mask is devil. Think any people wear mask is a devil. So it really from the confusion from the COVID pandemic. So what we did is we try to make more protection from the limited resource. Is we make the face mask smaller, and then make a small mask cover only the most vulnerable air passage, your nasal area. So it's not 100% immunity from the virus, but that's the limited resource give the more protection available. We said with this conversion from the face mask to the nasal mask, you can just like in short 2 weeks time, you can 10 times the mask protection. You can wear the nasal filter and get a antenna outside, so that when you speak out, you protect others in a way. But that's how the nasal filter was born, because that background. We wear that, and at the same time, back to the May and June, July, we really want to bring this information to the public And we hire some media company, spend $10,000 to let people know, and we investing in the Facebook like $2,000, $3,000 to let people know. And but what we get is a lot of like a mock, a lot of laughing, a lot of like even crucifies you about you try to use that to earn money from the pandemic. And we hire a developing company and invention company. We spend like more than $10,000 for that. It's mainly try to let them to promote it and try to let people know about this nasal filter. And it doesn't work well. It doesn't work well. So there are so many confusions, so many angry about they think you want to make money, you want to use a pandemic, try to be rich. There are plenty people, even people surrounding me, and the people in the church, people at the office. They all think you're crazy. You try to put your life, your financial in a risk. And I finance my house, basically my house, not mine, and doing that, support that. And a lot of people just question me, why are you doing that? And so it's going through that for years. I fully believe that this nasal filter, this kind of concept of the protection for the invisible particle, you cannot see that, you cannot smell that, you cannot touch it. You even didn't realize when you get it. So to keep an all-time guard is really necessary. So I constantly advocate that and believe that. I even write a letter to President United States when they don't wear any mask in the public gathering, and I said that it's really necessary to have layer protection. And think about you are walking on street, or a national foreigner country street as a president, and you don't have any bodyguard around you. Anybody can ambush you. So I write a letter for that. But eventually, we know the president get COVID. But I can understand as a president, you try to represent the image, and you try to there are more reason for that not wear or wear. So that's another layer. But just for years going on, I just continue to try to bring the message to the public. Even in my city, Hattiesburg, I try to let people know, and I have banners and to show that. Banner said in the pandemic, we will all have a job to fight the pandemic. And also I said that in this pandemic, the protection not only because the policemen, doctors, medical, or whatever, the scientists, is everybody, because the job is too big, they're overwhelmed.